Okay, so you got your frame up. Now you're going to get ready to start your cladding. The one trick that we've learned along the road is to basically, before you put any cladding on the roof, lay your very first sheet down on the ground, right beside your base rail and your frame. What you're going to do, your frame is always a foot shorter than the cladding you've received. So first thing you're going to do, you're going to grab your sheet, you're going to lay it beside your base rail. You're going to grab your tape measure here, and you're going to measure so your sheet's hanging over 6 inches on the ground. You're going to stop it there, and you're going to grab your Sharpie, and you're going to label each rafter. You're going to go to your next rafter, and you're going to label this as well with an X. The whole purpose to that is when you get your frame up, your legs potentially could be a bit like this or a bit like this because there's nothing supporting them. Now when you grab this sheet after it's labeled and you bring it up on your roof, what that's going to do, you're going to find those Sharpie points and you're going to be able to pull your rafters perfectly parallel with your base. That's the trick we learn along the way. Okay, so we've been asked a lot as well about screwing patterns for your sheeting. We use layman terms when it comes to this. Here's your sheet right here. We call these high ridges the mountains, and if you look at the center, this would be your valley. In your valley, you're going to put one screw. It's totally up to you where you put it. You can put it here, here, or here. It makes no difference. To keep consistency, we like to see you put the screws in the same spot all the way down the sheet. So if you start on the bottom, stay on the bottom the whole way. There's no screwing whatsoever through the top ribs. Okay, so you got your carport up. The very last thing you're going to do is you're going to install your trim. There's zero purpose to the trim. It's just for aesthetics. That's it. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab your trim. You're going to grab the end of the trim and you're going to flush it up way at the end up here. You're going to start there. What's going to happen? It's going to hang long like this. You're going to put your screws in your trim right through the top, through the high ribs on the cladding. In order to get this bend, what you're going to do is you're going to grab a square. You're going to find that high rib. You're going to grab a pencil and you're going to mark the face of the trim. Then you're going to grab a pair of tin snips and you're going to cut this face. You'll end up in total doing 3 cuts on the face, and what your end results will be is a trim folded like this. You're going to have it long on the bottom. You're going to cut the bottom for length as well, and that's your finished look when you're done. Okay, so you got your building up. Now it's time to get your rear wall installed. A lot of people have been asking how to put this together, so this is a little video to show you. Basically what you're going to have your base rail for your back wall or your front wall kit. What you're going to do is you're going to slide it in flush with the last rafter. You're going to grab one of these 90 brackets and 2 screws, and you're going to put that 90 bracket right in the kitty corner, just like that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put a screw in this side and a screw in this side. Once you got that done, then you're going to get to your studs, your uprights. We've been giving you enough uprights to do it every 4 feet. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your stud onto here. It's a really simple concept. You're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to put a 90 bracket on that side as well as on this side, and do the screw pattern the exact same, and that will be the way to frame in your rear wall. Okay, so you've attached your back base rail or your front base rail to the ground. You've got your studs, you're getting ready to install your studs. When you get to your studs, attaching them to your rafters, you see how we've done here, that's the finished product. In order to get to that point, you're going to put your stud up, you're going to scribe it on the angle of the rafter, you're then going to cut that stud, and then you're going to basically grab your 90 brackets and attach it that way on both sides. That's as easy as it is.